Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Force for Growth Live. I'm Ricardo.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Courtney. And happy Monday. You've caught us on Monday. So it's our word of the week. And we want to tell you a little bit about that first. So, our word of the week is selected each Monday on our 6 a.m. calls by pulling a Do 52 stick that's stamped with a verb. So, Do 52 is a simple but powerful toolkit designed by House of Shine to prompt us weekly to do things mindfully and open ourselves up to new ideas. So, the word of the week is participate. Yes, and Michelle has the definition for us.
Yes, so the definition is very simple. There's only two definitions for the verb, and one is to take part. The other is archaic. It states that it's archaic, and we talked about this one this morning. It's a little bit different, but have or possess a particular quality. An example sentence or partial sentence is both members participate of harmony. So we all liked the first definition this morning more than that one. So that's kind of where our discussion went.
Yes. So make sure you guys like and share this post, comment below, and participate in the conversation.
Yes. So I think the big thing that, as I was listening and observing the conversation this morning, is that kind of we all have a slightly different perspective. Well, no, that's not the right. We have a different perspective on the word participate as we get older. So we had a very kind of deep conversation about mindfully directing yourself to the best path and not kind of spinning your wheels and wasting energy and things like that. But that's what it had me thinking, was kind of, how do we define participate in this time of your life? You know, are you participating in the life the way you want to? If not, check.
Are you even participating in life? Because I think a lot of people feel that they're not able to participate in life because they can't do what they used to before, and they automatically take themselves out of the game.
Yeah.
Which is not true.
I did that for a long time. I felt like I was sitting on the sidelines of life, and really getting my health in check is what helped me to have the energy to participate in the life that I want. And it's so much more fun.
Yeah.
How important is it to have good energy, Michelle?
Oh, it's everything. Everything. Like, if you don't have energy, everything suffers, from your job, your relationships, just how you feel, being able to, like I said, participate in the life that you want, being able to create your mindset. Everything hinges on energy.
I want to make sure everyone heard what Michelle said. She didn't say that everything suffers. She said your everything suffers. I'm not sure she said that on purpose or
I don't think I did, but I didn't realize
the fact that she said
Great
your
observation.
everything, your everything, your everything. Own your everything. Yes. Own it. Mm-hmm. It's not everything out there in the universe and the world. It's your everything suffers.
Yeah, and you have to make a decision to participate. So you can sit on the sidelines like I did for a long time.
Which technically is a decision.
It is a decision. Yes. So you have to decide to participate. And when you make that decision, then you can move forward. And it doesn't have to be a huge change. It can be tiny little steps. You know, one change leads to the next, to the next, to the next. And before you know it, you're living life again. And that's what I've experienced.
Real quick, let's go to the comments. Jessie, she says, yes, you can't sit on the sidelines of your life and truly enjoy it until you fully participate in your life. And on that note, big shout out to Jessie. She just completed 31 days of walking 3 miles, which came out to 93 miles in 1 month. And she did it one day at a time.
So proud of you, Jessie. Good job.
Yes, every single day. And she, she made a plan, and then she participated in her plan every day. It really is that simple. It might not be easy. It might not be effortless, but it is simple. And, that's helped me keeping that in the forefront. But that's what it brought up to me this morning, Jessie, was participate in your plan. Plan it. Give it direction. Give it decision. And then charge.
And then participate. So many times we make a plan and then pin the plan and look at the plan and admire the plan and be like, man, that's such a great plan. man, that plan is so good. That is a golden plan.
I'm gonna rewrite that plan on my wall. I'm gonna redo that vision board, but instead we don't act
We don't
on,
act on the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't participate in the plan.
We don't
Yeah.
participate in the plan. You got to participate in your own plan.
Yeah.
Let's see. Our buddy Alex Segal, he says, Sam Pax Ford and Chevrolet,
Yeah.
Of Carrollton.
Carrollton. For everyone, our lives have changed. Now it's the time to redefine how we participate and where we participate to get the results that we want. What we used to do has changed, so has life. So, like Michelle said, make the decision to participate in your way.
Yes.
Oh man,
Yes.
you know what?
Good, Alex. Thank you.
We focus on the what. What are we participating? But where are we participating? That's one that we got to mull on that one.
Another one, where in your body? We talk a lot about, are you in your head or are you in your heart? And, Tony people, if you're in your head, you're dead. We know that metaphor. So where in your body does your goal sit? Is it anxiety ridden? Is it, full of pressure and negative energy? Or is it really uplifting and, it fills up your heart, or your heart skips a beat when you think about your goal? That alone will help motivate you, build momentum, you name it.
Yeah.
The core of everything.
That's good.
Yes.
So for those of you just tuning in, the word of the week is participate. Participate in the conversation. Comment below. Let me, Michelle, and Courtney know that you're here. Like and share. Share and like. Comment. Participate in the podcast. Be part of the show. That's why we do it live, guys. If we didn't want participation, we would record it.
Yes.
Similar to what Alex said, as far as where we participate, who we participate with. So proximity is power. We all know that. And that's something that's changed my life too and helped me with that momentum Courtney mentioned, is participating with the right people. So you need people, when you do start to participate in your life, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So participate with the people that are going to help you grow and propel you to the next level.
Yes. Yes. And I love Jesse's comment. Not easy on some days. She walked a 23-minute mile. But here's the deal. Nobody put time restrictions on it. She just made a plan. She participated in it. And on day 31, she's checking the box, achieved. So it doesn't matter how long it takes.
So just to recap here, we got, what are you participating in? Where are you participating? And who are you participating with? Those are 3 areas of your life where you need to explore if the participation is where it needs to be. Maybe you're not participating at the high enough level. Maybe you're not participating where you should be. Maybe you're not participating in the right place. What can you look at in your life right now and make a change this week? And be conscious of that change to participate or change where you're participating, what you're participating, or who you're participating with.
Now we may as well move on to the other. We've got who, where, and how.
I was about to say, my next one is, how are you showing up? So
I was going to add, what are you participating and when are you going to participate?
Ooh.
So we got who, what, when, where, why. Why are we participating? Who, what, when, where, why, and how?
What of those would you say, okay, so say we are setting a goal or setting out to make a decision. What of those should you tackle first? I've heard wait on the how, wait on the why, start with your why, but where do you start?
I honestly think the why, because like they say, you've got to know your why to give you that momentum to get going. If your why's got to be strong enough. I know, Ricardo, we've talked about that a lot, but
we do talk about that a lot.
I think it's important to know why you want to participate in something in particular before you start participating in it.
Yeah.
I definitely think how is last.
You what?
How it has to be last.
Oh, definitely.
How is last.
If your why is strong, on the bad days, your why will pull you through.
Yeah.
Because it's not always going to be rainbows and sunshine. Sorry. But you will build momentum. You will make progress. But that's why the why has. But yeah. And the how, maybe this is where Ricardo's going, but don't ask how first, because you limit yourself by that. But will you tell us your perspective on that,
You get
Ricardo?
stuck if you put the how first. You get stuck.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is when you set a goal, you set a plan, you set a challenge, or whatever you might call it. You always go to the how. How am I going to do that? But how am I going to do that? And it's always perceived by a, but how am I going to do that? Don't worry about it. Make the plan. Start doing something. Even a little something is better than no nothing, right?
Mhm.
And it's just you can't focus on the how. Focus on the why, focus on the what, focus on the when, the where, and how will just come together.
Yeah.
And
But
on the how, oh, yes.
here's what's
Sorry.
interesting now that I was thinking about it is when we put how we participate versus how we're going to do it changes the whole game. Think about it. How are you going to participate versus how am I going to get this
Yeah.
done?
Yeah.
That's a
One
game
fills you
changer.
up, one drains you.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even just saying it, it's like, okay, I'm just going to focus on how I'm going to participate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do want to point out while we're still on how that when you ask that first, the danger is you only limit yourself to how everyone else in the world has done it. You're not everyone else. So you need to marinate in that creative energy, that the idea that sent it to you in the first place, stay there for a while before moving on to looking at what other people do. But that's why you have to have the why established first, because that's going to drive your creative box open, you know?
And the win should be now. So you got your why, win is now, and then take that first step, and then the how comes. I've experienced it over and over and over again. When I don't know how I'm going to do something, if I will just start it, you figure it out.
Yes.
Just show up with, make your how to participate. I'm going to show up with positive energy, with positive intent, with an open mind. Boom. All right, real quick. Alex has a book recommendation. Great book. Start with Why, How Great Leaders Inspire Everyone to Take Action by Simon Sinek. Great book.
I
And
love Simon. Yeah.
if you go to forceforgrowth.com, we have a special deal for you. If you have been thinking about getting into Audible, you get one free Audible book if you sign up through our website. Make sure you sign up through our website, though. Don't
Yeah.
just go to audible.com and sign up.
Yes. Because our brains are a mental factory. It can only work with what you feed it.
So we missed Julio this morning, but he's participating with us now.
Hey, Julio.
Missed my planned participation on the early meeting. This podcast came up. I tuned in, participating, owning my working on a healthy lifestyle.
Yes, he said finishing a very late start on my daily walk. Go,
Yeah.
Julio.
Hey, I love it. He needed some extra rest this morning, and you put yourself first. That's what's important.
Yep.
Do you participate in putting yourself first, or do you wait for something to make you do it?
That's a big one.
Participation is optional, right? Participation is optional. You can participate in making your health a priority, or what happens, Michelle, if you don't participate in making your health a priority?
Everything else, everything goes. So my son and I actually had a conversation about this at lunch the other day, because sometimes he's pursuing his career, he's pursuing what he loves, but it's pulled him away from family because he had to move out of state, but he loves it. And I told him, I said, you can't, he said sometimes it makes him feel selfish. And I said, you can't be selfish with the right people, because if you are pursuing what makes you happy, then the right people, that's what makes them happy. And I said, let us participate in your joy of, what you're experiencing, because that's what makes me happy. When he calls me and he's like, this just happened, it makes my day. And so it's not, I have learned that when you're what the world considers selfish, when you take care of yourself first, it makes you better for everybody else. And so it's so important.
Oh my gosh, Michelle, what you just said just gave me freaking chills. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because I always feel happy for people. When I hear someone have a win, like today, I was so proud of Jessie that I woke up from my meditation to go congratulate her. She's like, I thought you were meditating. No, babe, I want to give you a hug. Congratulations on finishing the month. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
And when people tell me that they've accomplished this goal, that goal, which in some cases are greater goals than mine, than what I have accomplished, but man, I am still so happy for people. So I love the fact that I feel joy. I feel sincere joy for people when they accomplish stuff.
Yeah, when they
And
don't share it with you, that takes that joy away from you. You
it
don't get to
really does.
experience that joy.
It
So it's
really
not
does.
selfish.
But here's the thing. I love the fact that we're hanging out and we all feel the same way because honestly, these are the type of people and groups that I want to participate in. Not that think like, oh, that Ricardo thinks he's so awesome. Or, oh, no, that Michelle thinks she's so blah, blah, blah. Or da 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 da. No, man, I don't want to hang out with people like that. I want to hang out with people who want to see you succeed
Yes.
in whatever that means to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
That's where you need to be participating. Those are the groups you need to be participating in. And if you're not, take a look at how your life is going.
Yeah.
And make sure you're participating in that way. Just make sure you're. If it's judgment, that's ego. So just know that that's not great energy to be casting out, and it's something you need to go inside and just sit with. So
here's one thing to think about. If you get into a group of positive people who like to share, who like to support each other, who like to uplift each other, and the way that you're showing up, the way you're participating is low, you're being an energy vampire.
yeah, that's a great one.
And people will feel it.
And run from it.
Yes. But they're not going to want nothing to do with an energy vampire because if you're not adding to the conversation, if you're not adding value, if you're not helping in some way, you're taken away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I want to point out is when you do find your tribe or those circles that make you better, don't just look for positive. You know what I mean? Like it is positive, but on our morning call, we have accountability too. So if I'm not showing up as my best self, you guys call me out on it and that makes me better. So it's not negative, but it's constructive criticism, I guess, is what you would call it. And so be willing to take that, but also find, a mentor, a coach, a group that gives you that because you guys won't let me settle for less than I am. And I need that and I love that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've had some good run-ins, and I've gotten called
Yeah.
out too. I love it when I get called out because I'm just like, oh no,
Those are my favorite days.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously, Courtney, seriously.
It's only happened a handful of times, but yeah, it's like you made the joke. Hey, I started these calls for me technically, so I could,
Yeah.
Well, you're in the hot seat.
I appreciate that you are participating at that level. That those are your favorite days.
But we're receptive to hear it because back to how you're showing up. If you're showing up heart-centered, they're willing to hear you out and listen. Even though, there've been some uncomfortable times where like the person in the hot seat's like, I don't agree with that, or I want to fight and defend that. And it's, but we have loving ways that we guide them through that. But it's just, yeah.
So we got the president and vice president of my favorite days are when Ricardo gets called out in the house. Oh my goodness, guys.
We love you, Ricardo, and all that you do.
So let's go back to this. I got to go back to the post because I lost track of everything because that's what happens when we go live. Oh, man.
Oh, and Rebecca pointed out ingratitude.
Gratitude.
Ingratitude.
So what are we looking for when we participate? How are we participating? Where are we participating?
First, figure out why. Figure out why. Even though I know the how, what, when, where, why's out of order, so throwing us off. But that order is not a great formula. So start with the why, and then
when,
now,
wow,
why, when,
how, who, what, when, where.
Yeah.
So that's the order.
I still hesitate to put how at the front, but I think it's time for how. Yeah.
Who, what, when, where, how.
The big thing on how is it really doesn't matter when you ask it. It's just don't just look to what other people have done because you're only limiting yourself to what's been done. And that's the whole point is the universe can only expand through us. So if we don't grow, we aren't helping the whole team out. You know what I'm saying?
And ask how you're going to participate, not how you're going to get it done.
Yeah.
How are you going to show up? How are you going to participate in your plan?
Play full out.
Play full out.
Never a
And
bad plan.
real quick before we sign off, big shout out to Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace, Black Panther. He participated in life. He participated in the Avengers. And celebrity deaths don't usually shake me. This one did. This one shook me up a little.
Yeah.
Well, quite a bit actually. And I think it's like Michelle was saying earlier, because he was so young.
Mhm.
And because he was a guy.
And he was
and-
healthy.
and he was
He
super
appeared to
healthy.
be healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what it's like, man, if you guys saw him in Black Panther, he was looking great in Black Panther. You're like, man, Black Panther's got it going on. And if this cancer can sneak up on you, let me put it this way. If this cancer can sneak up on Black Panther, who else can it sneak up on?
So participate today in your life,
In your health.
because you never know how much time you have. So make every day count.
And I read a very interesting statistic, or well, I saw it yesterday because all this cancer stuff is coming out right now, right? And people are publishing more cancer stuff and facts around Chadwick. The age for colon cancer has been going up 2% every year for diagnosis of colon cancer. So that means that in men, mostly, more men are getting colon cancer every single year over the last few years, which means younger men are getting diagnosed with colon cancer.
That highlights just the importance of what you put in your body, I think.
Yes.
Not that, I just think that taking care of yourself is so important. You've got to keep your body clean.
And get checked out.
Yeah. Get checked out for sure.
Don't put off
Yeah.
these. And I know for guys, the check for this it's not good, but don't put it off.
Yeah.
Don't put it off. Used to be it's like you don't start until 50. I think they're going to start moving it up to 40-ish when you start getting that checked out, because it's not good.
I got a shout out to Susie. She says she always needs to hear what we have to say. It makes me so happy to see you on here. I love seeing you on here, Susie. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Susie.
And for participating.
And I want to hear more Michelle cheerleading stories soon.
Sounds like there's some juicy ones that are off limits.
Guys, participate in life. I think that's my final takeaway from the word of the week.
Yeah.
Gauge and measure how you're participating now and amp it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Les Brown quote, every day above ground is proof. I forget how he phrased it, but it's proof that your dreams deserve to become true. It's proof you're worthy. It's proof everything. So if you're waking up today, you have everything you need right inside. So just show up.
Yep.
Ooh, that's so good. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we'll be back on Wednesday. Make sure you visit forceforgirls.com to listen to the replays. Subscribe to the audio podcast and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Guys, our YouTube channel needs some love.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Show our YouTube channel some love if you're showing us some love here.
Participate in the subscribe button.
There. Yes. Yeah, participate and hit that subscribe button. And all that kind of good stuff.
We'll send you a bunch of high fives.
Yeah, we'll send you high fives. Virtual high fives.
High fives.
Yeah, high fives. 3 high fives right there. So now go participate and subscribe. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll be back on Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Happy Monday.